my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. So today's video is my monthly collab with the Faithful Fab 7 ladies. I believe there's 7. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but everybody will be linked down below as always. You'll be able to see that. Before I start, I just want to put this little headband on that I've had for quite some time now. And it just says, "Kiss Me," and it just has a clover. Since we're in March and it's St. Patrick's month, this is our collab we do every month with the group, and we have been doing genre makeup. So we started in the 1920s, we're now in the 1940s. Last month you guys saw my 1930s, and it's just such a great video idea that she came up with. It was really cool, and that everybody agreed to it, because it just really shows how makeup has transformed and really changed over the years. I did research a little bit, and basically the makeup changed a little bit more than what it was in the 1930s. Eyebrows got a little bit thicker, not too much thicker. Shadows started popping with, where in the 1930s it was more of like brown and grays shadows and even some blacks. Now they went into kind of coordinating in some pastel colors. The lips went from being bright red, like your true, I say Marilyn Monroe red, to kind of like a real deep red, almost a burgundy red, to a brick red, which looked kind of in between a red and an orange kind of. And the lashes were still the same. They did start to contour by the 1940s, it says. So added, now in the 1930s, it was solely powder foundations, loose powder to be exact. 1940s, it looks like they added in some liquid foundation and still loose powder or pressed powder, depending on what you have. But it does say that they would typically use the loose powder at home, but then they would carry a little compact of powder out to kind of touch up and things like that. They did do the blush still, but they kind of transitioned in the way they did the blush to where they, I don't know if they used lipstick at the time or if they had cream blushes back then. I couldn't find that information, but it said they would do like a dot system where they went up like this. So I do have cream blushes, so I may try that myself. And then the lips, they did say, as I was stating, they still did kind of fill in the top lip to make it a little bigger, or they left them the natural shape for the most part. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to come up with something. I will quickly tell you all the people who are in the group. It's Faye Blatcher, who started the group. Then you have Jennifer Miller, who's also known as Amethyst Winters, myself, Desi from Desi's Corner, Teresa from Teresa Ann 83. We have Beth from Beth's Makeup Diary, and then Chanel from EY Beauty. They are all great ladies. We all do a lot of similar things on our channels, but we also do a lot of different things. So definitely check them out, because they may have something that you enjoy, something that I may not do, and they may do that you would enjoy watching. Start in the brows. Just gonna shape them, kind of just go, you know, very lightly with them. Just fill these sparse areas. And it did say they started in the 1940s to make an arch. So typically I will do, you know, an arch on mine at the top, just a little bit, not like a prominent arch, but I would do an arch just to give it a little more. Okay, so I think the brows are good right now. The Profusion palette, and I'm sure they didn't have anything like this back then, but it has some pastels, so I thought, why not go in here? I'm probably just gonna do that blue because it's soft and easy and just, you know, good to go. It says in the information that they would just take their finger. They never mentioned brushes, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this Hangry, this real pretty pastel blue, since I'm wearing this pretty color. And I'm just going to take that with my finger. It's a matte shade. And I'm going to just take it and just gently keep it under my crease. These are not very pigmented, and it is a pastel shade, so just know they're not going to be like boom in your face and like all of that, you know what I mean? So I did read where they said that when they started doing the gray color shadows on the lid, they would light a candle, and all the soot that would fall off of the candle, they would take it and mix it with Vaseline to make like a gray shadow or even a black, depending how much they would put in it. That's pretty crazy. I don't know how I would feel about putting soot on my eyes, even with Vaseline, but I guess back then that's kind of what they had to do. They didn't really have a choice. I did also read that during that time there was war going on, so a lot of things that they would have typically been able to get, like eyeshadows and things like that, they were not able to get because of the war. So they pretty much like found ways to create things themselves, which I think is pretty neat. Said that they did a light liquid makeup. I was reading, it said that they had I forgot the brand, maybe Max Factor, and they had a foundation in a tube. So I'm just going to take this one here. This is the Misha M Perfect Cover BB Cream in number 21. I found this not too long ago at a TJ Maxx for, I think, less than $10. So we're just going to take a little bit of that, and I'm pretty sure they didn't have brushes or anything. Take this here. This is a Trestique contour stick, and it does have a brush, and I'm just going to use this. I think this is my first time actually using this. I got this in BoxyCharm a long time ago, but I did pull it, and I'm not a big contour, but I'm just going to follow that crease in my... I think they kept the contour more on the cheeks. I don't think they really did the forehead and stuff. It did not state that. So we're just going to keep it there. I don't know why I put, but it has a brush. And I'm just going to contour just a tad. This is a little orange for my skin, but it'll do the trick. I'm going to take some cream blush. I have both of these here that were gifted to me from my friend Carla. And they're from She Glam. The same color. That's kind of weird. I would just do, from what I was told, a 3 right there. We're just going to leave that. Does it ever just come on when you film, or even just regular day, and do your makeup and you're just like, do I really know what I'm doing? Today is kind of that day for me. I'm like, I don't know that I know what I'm doing, you know? It may look like I know what I'm doing, but today is like, I don't know. I guess it's because I'm not used to this. It's not a normal routine for me, so I haven't had practice with it. I don't know. Okay, so there's that. When I put that on, I'm going to powder the rest of my face, and I'm just using my Huda Beauty Pound Cake. I really love this. So I got the mascara and everything else. I'm going to take this off. Lastly, I'm going to go in with this lipstick again. They did like reddish to reddish browns, so I think this is the color, yes, that I'm looking for. And so I'm just going to use this. This is from LA Colors. It's one of their matte lipsticks from the Dollar Tree in Beau, I think is how you say that. It's really pretty. And even though it's matte, it's creamy. This is the finished look right here. Not the greatest, not my best, but it's okay. I kept everything pretty much how they did back then at that time. I did the brows just a little bit more fuller, as they said, with a brow pencil, creating just a little bit of an arch, but nothing too dramatic. They said that it either had an arch or they still did the circle shaped of it. I just did a light wash of pastel on the eyes. I did the mascara, and they did not really put on the lower lash line. I did the liquid foundation and powder with the cream blush here, and a little bit of contour. As you guys saw, I did try to do that. And then the lips went from bright red to this type of red, a brick red, and also even deeper than that. So this was a perfect shade, I feel like, in my collection. And it is very creamy, as I stated. This is going to complete this video. I hope you enjoyed. This is just my take on the 1940s makeup. Definitely go check out all of the ladies' channels. See what their take was from their research and what they found. It's a very simple look. It's not the greatest look, but it's doable. It's wearable. It's a nice look. This is going to complete this video for today. I hope everyone is doing well. I will see each and every one of you in the next one. Bye, guys.